How do we attract high quality leads into our real estate business consistently? If you're struggling to bring in high quality leads that would like to transact, I'm going to be sharing with you what you can do to ultimately attract more leads towards you that would actually like to transact and take action soon. So you're not waiting years on end for them to actually move, buy, sell, invest, whatever it may be. Okay, so let's dive into that. The very first thing that we have to do is go, how are you going to find these people? Okay, and what do we offer these people so they ultimately would like to engage with us? That's what I'm going to be talking about right here. Okay, so what I suggest is that we offer them a lead magnet, which is ultimately a resource that helps solve their problem. So they go to the internet, they go online, they start researching their, how do I sell my house? How do I buy a house? How do I move to XYZ city? They have a problem and they're researching that. So what we would like to do is put ourselves in front of these people. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video how we can do this very easily so that they find you, they find your resource, and they associate this value, you helping them solve their problem, and ultimately they engage with you and you have a conversation with them and ultimately they work with you. Okay, so we want to offer these people something of value. So I put together a list here of some resources that we can offer buyers, sellers, investors, okay, that are looking to buy, sell, and attract them towards us. Instead of the old typical ways that we are told as real estate agents, are the door knocking, cold calling, open house, all that stuff. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, okay? So what we want to do here is leverage our time and start implementing systems to attract people. So if you have to put yourself in the mind of the consumer, if they're thinking about selling, what would you like to offer them? What questions do they have? Okay, we want to put that in front of them. So again, I put together a list here. One of the things could be, a seller's net sheet calculator, okay? Actually knowing what they're going to end up with. That could be a valuable resource to somebody that is very tight maybe on money and they want to know, they're numbers oriented, they're analytic. They want to know at the end of the day, what are all the fees that I'm going to be paying? That could be something that a seller might want to know. And you could offer that to them, okay, in a short video ad, and they can find that, and for that resource, they can put in their information, and then you have their information to ultimately reach out to them. However, that could be something of value. Another piece of value, maybe a pre-home sale checklist, the things that they have to put together to get their house ready. That could be valuable as well, okay, to somebody that is considering selling their house, okay? And I put a couple examples down here, the step-by-step plan to prepare your home for market. Okay, that could be valuable that somebody's actually thinking about doing it if they're looking for it, okay? Another one here, how to market your home sale in 2026. Okay, the market shifts all the time and you're giving away, maybe it's something that you have in your listing presentation, you're giving away. Give away all your best content, all your best resources, okay? So they associate value with you. And you can share with them your exact marketing plan. How helpful would that be for a seller to know exactly what you're going to be doing to market their house, to ultimately sell their house for top dollar? That could be extremely valuable to them, okay? If you put a resource together for that. Number 4, the 7 pre-listing updates that you can add 50K plus to your sale price. Now that could be extremely valuable too to somebody thinking about selling a house. If they want to make an additional 50K, you can share with them little tips, hacks, whatever it may be to ultimately get that additional, sale 50K that they're looking for, okay? So, or it could be 60K, whatever you would like to be. Ultimately, you're helping them increase their sale price. That could be valuable to somebody, and it could be little things that they can do, painting their bathroom, doing staging, whatever it may be that you put together, okay? And another point that I'd like to make, you always want to be thinking about the transitions that people are making, okay? That's because they're more likely to ultimately take action sooner instead of somebody looking 5 years from now, okay? So some of these things, you'll notice that I'm sharing with you these resource titles that you can put together are resources that they're people looking, they're already in market, they're doing stuff relatively soon, okay? Now the next one's a little bit different, but it could be divorce, a divorce home transition guide. That could be valuable to somebody going through the divorce. 50% of people go through divorces, okay? You could be the divorce expert. Dividing the house. What happens to your real estate during divorce? A lot of people would like to know that are going through a divorce. It's a very painful time, very emotional time. You could offer that resource to them. And guess what? They could potentially use you and associate that value with you. Okay, this is another good one too, okay? Death of a parent, estate. How many times do we deal with this as a real estate agent? It happens quite often, okay? And if you can provide some guidance on this, because I can say firsthand that there's not very much information out there, and people come to me often and ask me about this, what to do with the property after losing a parent, okay? If you're the person that's giving them that solution and educating them, okay, they can associate with you with that value, okay? You're helping this person out. Again, this is all about creating value in the marketplace, okay, and differentiating yourself, because there's a lot of agents that are not doing this, and you're giving these resources away for free. I'm not saying do all of them either, okay? Pick one or two avenues that you would like and put together a resource. You can create it in Canva, and there's another website called Gamma that you can do as well, and it actually helps you lay everything out. It's very, very simple. If you haven't heard of it, please check it out. Gamma. It creates PDF reports, all this nice stuff, nicely put together, and you can offer this, okay, to these people. And at the end of this video, like I said, I'm going to share with you how you can do this very easily, offer this and position yourself very differently than most real estate agents, okay? And this is what's working in 2026. You could offer a growing family move up blueprint, okay? Upsizing, okay? Think of life transitions. Now they're upsizing, they're growing out of their house. Maybe it was a couple, now they're having a couple of kids, okay? They're looking to upsell. The next one, downsizing, okay? If anybody's over 55, something like that, if you want to hit that demographic, or anybody in general that is thinking about downsizing, and then they think about you because you're offering this resource, what you can do to downsize, how to make it simple, this process. And maybe somebody's been in their house for 30 years and they don't know it. Trust me, my own parents have been in their house over, I think, 35 years. And selling or moving is probably a pretty scary thing to them, okay? And they don't know a lot about it. So again, we want to offer resources where people are actually in market, considering making the move, buying, selling, investing, whatever it may be. Offer them a resource to help them solve the problem, so they associate the value with you, okay? So these are some ideas that you can start doing to attract people towards you. Okay, I can send this out to my email list, I can send this out to people in my database, my sphere, whatever, but how do I bring in other people that I don't even know? Because you're limited by those amount of people. You maybe have a couple hundred people in there, maybe you're a newer agent, you don't even have a couple hundred people in your database. So how do you start attracting people, providing this value to people that you don't even know? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about right here. It's very, very simple. And we actually, our company, helps real estate agents do this, okay? As a real estate agent, I know it's a very painful thing, but this is what creates leverage in your business, okay? And you create something of value, which I'm sharing with you right here, okay? You create something of value, okay? And then you put it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube ads, very, very simple video ads, 30 to 60 seconds. They go over to a landing page, and in that landing page, they put in their information. You take a survey, you can ask for their address, you can ask when they're thinking about moving, all the pre-qualifying questions that we ask as real estate agents, okay, to vet people, to persuade people one way or another. If you would like to filter them harder or softer, okay, if you don't want, again, tire kickers come into your CRM, you can pre-qualify them here. And then when they come into your database, you speedily call them as soon as possible. And now you have a reason to call these people. Hey, did you get the guide? Do you have any other questions? You know, like you can learn a little bit about them, okay? And their defense mechanism is down because they're the ones that put their information in. They're the ones that are looking for the answers to the questions, and you're the one providing the solution, okay? And from there, they go into your CRM, okay? Or they go into your CRM and then you call them, okay? So it looks something like this. Very, very simple. Add to a landing page. Like I said, this is like a Facebook ad. Very simple ad. You're on video. This could be YouTube too, okay? You put it here. They go over to a landing page. They put in their information here. From there, once they put in their information, it gets into your CRM, and this is where we can call them right away, okay? And then from there, we can take them over to a landing page. Once they put in their information, we redirect them over to a thank you page. On that thank you page, maybe you have a video that says, hey, Thanks for downloading XYZ resource. And if you'd like to have a call with me to further enhance your experience here with the resource, you can book a call here, and you can have a Calendly link in there. And then you can have a link here taking them over to your Google reviews. If you've collected Google reviews to see people testimonials, social proof that you're the agent in town that has all the expertise. So it's very, very simple. It's a couple of pages, really. It's only like the 1 page here, 2 pages here, 3 pages here. And of course you have your database here, and they go into that. It's a very, very simple funnel that you can create to offer these resources to people for honestly a couple dollars a day. It's not very expensive. And the return on investment for doing something like this is honestly, it's one of the best investments I've ever seen in my life. And you're investing in your business and you're leveraging your time. And what this also does, because people see you on video just like this, they associate value, they associate trust, they associate authority, they associate expertise. They get to know you, your mannerisms, who you are as a person. And you're offering this all for free. Okay, so again, it gives you a reason to call these people, and it's high intent leads. And I'm not saying everybody's going to be a high intent lead. This is why we have a filtering process. You have a survey here on the landing page. Okay, we put a survey here. You can ask as many questions as you like, and if they don't answer them, they don't come into your CRM. I typically will ask for their address. Are you thinking about buying or selling? Yes, no. Okay, if they don't answer those questions, they don't actually come into my database. Okay, once they answer those questions, that's where I can call them. Hey, did you get the resource? You learn a little bit more about their situation, and from there, boom, you potentially have a new client. And if not, you have an opportunity to continue to nurture this person and follow up with them. And you can ask permission. Hey, is it okay if I follow up with you in a month, 2 months, depending once you learn their situation? Yeah, sure. Most people are open, honestly. But when you go to the door knocking and cold calling, it's a push. It's a push because they're not expecting you, okay? And their guard is up because so many people are trying to sell them. But this is a way to chat with people very simply and to become a more valuable real estate agent in your marketplace and to differentiate yourself. You have to ask yourself, how many real estate agents in your market are doing this? Very few, very few. So if you'd like to differentiate yourself in 2026 and think about it, you can always book a call with our team below. There's a link below. We help real estate agents implement this into their business, okay? And we help, honestly, most agents, clients that we're working with are getting 1 to 4 clients every single month on demand, okay? So if you're interested in this and if you found this video valuable, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be shooting more videos like this to share with you everything that I've learned over a decade in real estate and what's working here in 2026 to simplify your real estate business so you can enjoy the process, close more deals, make more money. I'm Nick Doherty, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.